Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to HIX-TV coverage of the Hicksville Girls Basketball. Tonight, the girls entertain the Stryker Panthers, and this is Jim Seiler along with Bill Murphy. He will be here after a bit. He's on assignment, and our cameraman is Chris Warner. So we will give you the starting lineups and be set to go. For Stryker or their JV team, they have 5'8" junior Abby Grice starting, 5'2" freshman Haley Falk, a 5'6" freshman Brianna Breyer, a 5'4" freshman Mallory Blevins, and number 42 is Emily Ann Cox, the 5'4" junior. Blevins is number 24, Breyer is number 23, and Falk is number 15. For Hicksville, number 3 is Avery Slattery. Number 14 is Marcy Eicher. Number 20 is Kennedy Phillips. And number 25, Kelsey Monroe. She's a sophomore. And number 11, the junior on the team, is Kennedy Valena. The Aces girls are in the huddle, and we have about 20 seconds to go before they throw up the ball to start the game. At halftime, we will be having a exhibition game between the Defiance and Williams County Special Olympics team. So that will be entertaining because some of those kids can really shoot a basketball. I've seen them play before. So ready to go. Stryker comes out on the floor with the Aces already there. And it's going to be Avery Slattery going up against number 4, Abby Grice. Tip is back, and Monroe comes off with it. Gives the ball out to Slattery, to Valena. Gives the ball inside. Kennedy Phillips puts up a shot, and it's off the rim. Rebounded by Stryker's number 24, Mallory Blevins. Stryker gets the ball across the line. On the left side, bringing it around. Blevins with the ball. Loses it, gets it back. Number 15 shooting from outside is Haley Falk, and she hits the tray. Aces quickly down the floor, and Valena gets the fast break lay-in. Pass inside, back out to Falk. Cross court it goes, into the corner. Cox gets the ball inside to Blevins. Blevins holding it. Loses the ball, and Valena picks it up. Ball down the floor. Shot put up by Kennedy Phillips, and it's missed, rebounded by the Panthers. 23 takes a shot from outside. It's Breyer, and the rebound comes off to Eicher, and she makes the pass, and it's too long and goes out of bounds. Stryker makes a substitution. Number 12 is in the ball game, Kinsey Myers. Stryker with a press, comes out. Eicher with the ball, and she's going to travel. Grind will be Grice will inbound the ball. Gives it to Folk. Ball goes back around. Inside, knocked away by Eicher. Back out to number 23, Breyer. Her shot is off the rim. Rebounded by Blevins. Passes inside and knocked out of bounds off of the Panthers. Again, the Panthers come in a press, 1-2-2. Kennedy Phillips passed down, gets it back, puts up a shot, and she makes it. 4-3, the Aces are in the lead. Breyer. Ball is over to Falk. Falk travels, and she puts the ball on the floor. Into the game comes number 22 for Hicksville, Izzy Smith, and Avery Slatter will leave the floor. Valena gets the inbounds pass. Tried to get across the line, gives the ball to Kennedy Phillips, and it's off Stryker, Girl. It will be a Hicksville ball out of bounds under their own basket. Ball is out to Valena. Goes inside, shot is blocked, taken away by Blevins. Falk across the 10-second line into the key. Pass down low to number 4 as Grice, and she misses a shot, and we have a jump ball. Number 10 for Stryker, Kaya Patterson is into the game, and Mallory Blevins leaves the floor. And Eicher comes off the floor for the Aces. And we're going to have a travel. Hicksville ball on the side. Pass to Valena. She's quickly down the floor across the line. Gives the ball to Monroe, to Phillips. Phillips gives the ball up. Smith goes into the hoop and misses the shot. Knocks the ball out of bounds, and it'll be Stryker ball. Myers with the ball into the lane, kicks with that, goes out to Falk. Falk passes down inside to Grice, and she makes the basket and gets fouled by number 25. That's Kelsey Monroe, first foul of the game for anybody. Grice gets a basket, will get a free throw, and she cans it. She has 3 points, scores 5-5. Serenity Keysbury with the ball to Slattery. Slattery drives in the lane, puts up a runner. It's in and out, and Stryker comes up with a rebound. Myers gives the ball up over to Patterson, down low to number 23. She lays it in. Breyer gets the bucket, and the score is 7-5. The Aces over the Panthers. We'll have a full timeout called. The Aces with the timeout. finally got the scoreboard straightened out. It's now 8-4. The Panthers are in the lead. So Hicksville will inbound the ball under the Stryker basket. Monroe gives it into Valena. Valena back to Monroe. Into the lane. Monroe travels. No, we're going to have a foul. Made her travel. Number 42. That's Emily Cox. Picks up the first Stryker foul. Kennedy Phillips with the ball to Keysbury, back to Valena, to Keysbury with a quick shot off the rim, no good, and it's rebounded by Slattery for the 2 points. 8-6, Stryker with the lead. Stryker handling the ball out front. Cox with it, trying to get down low. Falk with the pass against loose. Keysbury has the ball knocked away from her, and Stryker picks it up. Falk drives down baseline, and she's going to be tied up. Ball is going to go to Hicksville. Now we're playing man press. Valena with the inbound. Ball is down to Monroe. Gives it up to Phillips. Over to Slattery. Down the baseline, Valena. She turns on her person and loses the ball out of bounds. The Stryker will inbound the ball. We have 6.3 seconds left in the first period. Falk from outside, and the shot is up and no good, and that's the end of the first quarter of play, with Stryker leading 8-6 over the Lady Aces JV team. We're in between quarters here, and I'd like to remind you that the sports here at Hicksville Basketball will be brought to you this year by Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships and by the Hicksville Community Hospital. So, wouldn't necessarily want you to patronize the hospital unless you were really sick, but patronize Jim Schmidt. He's got lots of cars out there that I'm sure would fit your hands. So we're ready to go with the second quarter of play. Stryker with the inbound. Falk with the ball. Blevins, baseline. Loses control. Bring it back around to Myers. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Hicksville. Cox will inbound for the Panthers. Gives it to Falk. Over to Myers. Back to Cox. In the corner. Cox brings it around to Myers. Trying to get it inside. Ace's defense preventing that. Cox is it down low, and it's lost and controlled by Monroe. Kennedy Phillips to Valena. She goes in, puts up a shot, blocked, and Cox comes off with a rebound. Myers across the 10-second line. Breyer with the ball. Over Cox. Inside it goes again, deflected by the Aces, and we're going to have a jump ball. Should go to Hicksville. Number 4, Abby Grice back in the game for Stryker. Cox will leave, and number 14 and number 14's in the game for Valena for Hicksville. That's Marcy Eicher. Phillips down to Monroe. In the corner it goes. Eicher with it. Down, nice pass. Nice pass to Kennedy Phillips, and she gets the lay-in. Very nice pass on the cut. So it's 8-8. 4 points for Kennedy Phillips. Myers with the ball. Over in the corner. And we're going to have a foul on the shot by Falk. The foul is on Hicksville, number 25. Again, it's on Kelsey Monroe. It's her second. First shot is up and good by Falk. Valena's back in the game for Monroe. And Falk's second shot is short, rebounded by Stryker, and it's taken away by Eicher. Ball is down floor to Valena, back into the lane. Ball kicked back out. Kennedy Phillips with it. Gives it up, pass inside, and going through underneath. Izzy Smith stepped on the end line, so it will be Stryker ball. Veronica Vasquez into the game for Stryker, or for Hicksville, and she replaces Izzy Smith. Aces are now into a zone defense. Matchup zone. Score is 8-8. We're in the second quarter. Vasquez gives the ball out to Eicher. Her shot's partially blocked. Kennedy Phillips with the rebound. Shot is missed. Eicher with the rebound, and there's going to be a foul called on Stryker. It's on Dangler for the Panthers. Cox is back into the game, and Mallory Blevins will sit down. Kennedy Phillips from the side. Shot is off the rim. Picked up by Grice, and she's across 10-second line. Gives it to Myers, to Cox. Inside to Grice. Shot off the rim, off the glass, and rebounded by Avery Slattery. Bad pass, stolen away by Myers, and she gets the lay-in for the Panthers. 2 points for her, 11-8. Panthers with the lead. Phillips pass down low to Slattery. Ball off Hicksville. It'll be Panther ball. I just noticed the referee tonight in the JV game is young Mr. Elwood of Hicksville fame. Drive to the hoop, and she's going to be fouled. 21 for Hicksville. Picks up the foul. It's Vasquez. Steve Elwood is the young man's name. Shot is up and no good by Falk. Gets another one. Second one is in. She has 5 points. 12-8. Stryker with the lead. Phillips inside the Slattery. Ball comes back out. Phillips has it. Into the lane to Vasquez. She turns, goes to the basket. Puts it up. It's no good. And it's going to be off of Hicksville, out of bounds. Myers for Stryker, across the line, gives the ball up to Falk. Falk, there to Grice, cross court to Breyer. Grice with the ball on her hip. Breyer with the rebound. Grice from outside, misses a shot, rebound is taken down by Monroe. Monroe's pass down the length of the floor is shot by Eicher. Vasquez gets a rebound, and she gets the ball out to Kennedy Phillips. Her shot is no good, and Cox comes off with it for the Panthers. Falk with the ball to Cox. Trying to get it into Grice. Myers has it. Drives into the lane. Kicks the ball back out to Breyer. And the rebound is pulled down by Avery Slattery. Monroe gives it up to Serenity. We have a timeout called by Hicksville's coach, Ryan Miser. We have a 30-second timeout call. So timeout is over. We have Hicksville ball to be inbounded. Monroe is the ball out to Serenity Keysbury. Back cross court to Monroe. Shot is too long, and ball is out of bounds, going to Stryker. Myers with the ball. Ball knocked away by Vasquez, and that's the end of the first half of play, with the Stryker Panthers leading the Hicksville Lady Aces JV team 12-8. We'll be back with the second half of play. So we're back. We're getting ready for the second half of the freshman or the JV game here at the Aces red zone. Scoring in the first half for the Stryker JV girls was Abby Grice. She had a basket and a free throw for 3. Haley Falk had a 3-pointer and 2 free throws for 5. And Brianna Breyer had a basket for 2 for their total of, yeah, we're good. Their total, Kenzie Myers has a basket for 2, so for their 12 points for Hicksville. Avery Slattery had 2. Kennedy Phillips had 4 points, and Kennedy Valena had 2. So here we go. Stryker with the ball. Cox with it on the outside. Gives it over to Grice. Grice with the ball. Is it up to Falk, back to Grice, to Cox. Ball knocked away. We're going to have a double dribble called on the Panthers. Kennedy Phillips to inbound it. Gets it back. A 2-pointer by Veronica Vasquez. 12-10 the score. And we have a 2-pointer from number 23, Brianna Breyer, for the Panthers. 14-10 score. Vasquez is going to put up another one, and she gets that. Ball inside to Grice, turns around, puts it up, nowhere close. Ball knocked away, picked up by Falk, and it's out of bounds off of Hicksville. Bad pass, picked up by Eicher. Ball's down floor to Kennedy Phillips. Vasquez got the ball, put up a shot, and got fouled. 24 for the foul is Mallory Blevins. And Vasquez gets the free throw. Eicher's out of the game for the Panthers. Have a new player in for and free throw is up and short. Into the game is Kayla Patterson for the Panthers. Cox left. Shot put up by Patterson is missed. She gets the ball back, has it on the outside. Ball is stolen from her, picked up by Kennedy Phillips, up court to Eicher. Vasquez with it, into the lane, over to Slattery. Shot is short. Grice with the rebound. Oh. Breyer with the ball for the Panthers out front. Gets it inside to Blevins and back out to Breyer. Falk with it, drives in the lane, and she is fouled on the shot. Cox ready to come back in the game. Shot is missed. Patterson leaves for the Panthers. Aces have Patience Salisbury and number 22, Izzy Smith, into the game. And the second free throw by Falk is good. She now has 6 points. Grice with the across 10-second line. Pass down. Cox with it. Grice had the ball knocked away. It's picked up by Blevins. And we're going to have a foul down on the baseline. 21. This is Vasquez. That's her second. Phillips knocks the ball loose. I guess that was Izzy Smith that knocks the ball loose. Cox has the ball out front, and she loses it out of bounds. Phillips has the ball taken away from her. And she blocks the shot. And we're going to have a foul on the second one. .22 is Smith. Blevins' first shot is no good. Second shot is up and no good also. Smith with the ball. Down court. It's to Salisbury. Inside, the ball is taken away. Blue ball knocked out of bounds by Monroe. Ariana Dangler into the game for Blevins for the Panthers. Dangler with the ball to Grice. Falk with the shot, or with the drive to the lane that's on the floor. She is fouled by number 21, Vasquez again. Her third personal. Into the game for her comes Avery Slattery. Cox bring it around Falk, back to Grice. Cox back to Grice, to Falk. Falk down to the lane to Grice. She puts up a shot from outside. It's no good. Rebound moves off to Smith, and the ball goes out of bounds. It was touched by the Panthers, so it'll be Hicksville ball with 1:26 remaining in the third period. Score 15-13, Stryker. Monroe, Phillips with the shot, too long. Monroe with the rebound, and it's out of bounds off of the blue. Phillips across to Serenity, and Keysbury gets one off the glass. It's now 15-15, 1:08 remaining in the third quarter. Cox pass inside to Grice, loose. Grice ends up with it. Turnaround shot, and she is going to be fouled by Monroe. Her third. And Grice gets the free throw to fall. Misses the second one, gets her own rebound. Cox with the ball. And back to Grice. Shot put up from outside by Falk, and it's no good, and it's off of blue, out of bounds, so Hicksville has the ball to inbound. Oh, way down. Had it a basket hanger down here, and the layup was missed. Going to be Hicksville ball out of bounds under their basket. Marcy Eicher to inbound it. Gives it to Kennedy Phillips and back out. Smith went into the lane, and Stryker picked up the ball, and they were called for traveling. Avery Slattery to inbound now. Kennedy Phillips with the short jumper. It's good. (17-16). Aces with the lead. Falk with the ball. Cox from outside. Shot is up and no good. Phillips with the rebound, and there's the horn ending the third quarter of play, and the Aces now lead 17-16 over the Stryker Panther JV team. I'd like to remind you again that this game is being brought to you by the courtesy of Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships. There's Chevy and Ford dealer here in town, and also by the Hicksville Community Hospital. We get ready to start the fourth quarter. It will be Panther ball at midcourt. Grice will be inbounding. Falk with the ball, gives it up to Breyer. Over to Cox. Grice goes in the lane, puts up a shot, partially blocked. Smith comes out of there with the ball. Ooh, Kennedy Phillips had a nice shot at it, but lost control of the ball in the last second. Smith hawking the ball. Cox outside with it. Pass inside to Grice. She tries to make a turn, and Smith knocked it away, and it was out of bounds to the Panthers. Grice will inbound it. Cox with it. Gives it to Grice inside. Her shot partially blocked again. And we're going to have a foul on 24 for the Panthers. Mallory Blevins. Off of blue, out of bounds. Marcy Eicher into Avery Slattery. Ball's knocked away, and Slattery gets it. Avery gets fouled out front with number 15, Haley Falk. It's going to be Hicksville ball out of bounds under their basket. Avery Slattery missed the inside jumper and was fouled. 24. Slattery shot rolls off, no good. Mallory Blevins comes off the floor. And the free throw is good by Slattery. Steal by Smith. Puts it up. It's good. Izzy Smith gets her first 2 points of the night. Cox with the ball for the Panthers. Gets it out to Falk. Falk's shot from outside is no good. Rebound by Slattery. Phillips. Ball picked up by Dangler. Is it to Grice? Grice is stopped. Back to Cox. To Falk. Falk with the ball. Guys in the lane, ball knocked away. Grice picks it up. She missed the backside. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Lady Panthers. It'll be the Panthers' first timeout. And Hicksville has 3 left. Stryker has 4 left. Aces have 5 team fouls, and the Panthers have 3 team fouls. If that plays in the end. Now Grice is going to inbound the ball for the Panthers. Gives it to Falk. Falk drives in the lane, puts it up, and it's good. We're going to have a foul on the shot, number 15. Falk gets the personal. Kennedy Phillips over to Monroe. Phillips with the ball into the corner. Avery Slattery, shot is short. Grice with the rebound. Ball is knocked away from her, picked up by Monroe. Vasquez with the ball. Looking inside, driving to go inside. And she is called for travel. Score 20-16, Aces with the lead. Grice. Pass inside to Falk, and she gets the bucket. Slattery. Cross court to Vasquez. Gives it back to Kennedy Phillips. And the ball is off a foot out of bounds. It's going to be Hicksville ball. Smith with the ball. Pass inside to Kennedy Phillips, and it was off her hands out of bounds. A couple nice little players there. Future player. Izzy Smith's a freshman, and Kennedy is a sophomore. Kennedy played well last year, I remember her. Steal by Smith. Up the court goes to Kennedy Phillips. It's up off the rim, no good. And we're going to have a foul. 4 gets the foul. Going to be Keysbury. (20 to 18) the score. Aces with the lead. Grice passes low. Gives it Down to Falk. Ball is picked up by Keysbury. Grice gets it back. We got a timeout. We got a timeout called over here. We did have. It was a jump ball, and it was given to Hicksville. Avery Slattery with the ball across the 10-second line. Monroe, and a bad pass, and it goes out of bounds. 1:11 remaining. Marcy Eicher back in the game. Monroe set down. Oh, and Smith gets the foul. Her second. We're in 1-1. So number 15, Kaylee Falk, will be at the line, shooting 1-1. First one is good. Tie the game. She makes this one. And she does. She's got 12 points in the game. Smith gives it back to Keysbury, and the ball's on the floor, and we got a jump ball. I think it'll go to the blue. Monroe into the game for Keysbury. 53 seconds left. Falk with the ball, across the line. Smith on her, and the ball is stolen by Kennedy Phillips, lays it up, and it's no good. Just a little bit, no touch on the ball. So Stryker gets the ball. Grice will inbound it, give it to Falk. Falk across the line, and we're going to have a Stryker timeout. It'll be the second timeout they have in the game, so they have 3 left, as do the Aces. Stryker has 2 fouls to give before Hicksville is into 1-1. It's 20-20 here at the end of, or at the timeout period here.
Well, I got back just in time.
Yeah,
we got an exciting junior varsity game here. It's a lot more exciting than the village council meeting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I told him you were on assignment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had to make sure that the village government gears keep on turning and churning and heading into 2019.
Everything runs right.
Good to have you back here in the broadcast booth, Jim.
Yeah.
I kind of missed you the first couple of games.
My throat don't miss it.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I don't know if people can tell now, but I'm got a lozenge in right now, as a matter of fact.
Yep. Just keeps hanging on.
Has Chris been behaving on camera?
Yeah.
Day? Okay.
Yeah, he's been running to the concession stand for me. Okay, Stryker to inbound it. Cox with the ball. Gonna break outside is Falk. Falk. Oh, Smith falls on her.
Whistle for the reach in.
It's going to be 1-1 again.
22. Three fouls now on Izzy Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. Izzy's got 3.
Big free throws here.
Oh, no kidding. She's their leading scorer with 12 points. Somebody get a shot. There it is. Oh.
A jump ball.
Oh.
Was that Kelsey Monroe? No, it was yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Kelsey that pulled the trigger on that one.
Come up a little weak. Got to get a shot here.
12 and a half to go.
Kennedy. Ooh. Ooh. And we go into overtime. 20-20 the score at the end of 4 quarters of play.
Well, since I'm here, I'll say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible for the 2018-19 basketball season. Of course, as always, Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford and the Jim Schmidt truck lot, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And also our good friends at Community Memorial Hospital, celebrating 65 years of serving the healthcare needs of the Hicksville area. Community Memorial Hospital, you can find out about their many programs, classes, and services that they provide on their website, www.cmhosp.com. So glad to have CMH joining Jim Schmidt, making our basketball coverage possible for the season. And of course, now these are 3-minute overtime periods, right, Jim?
Yeah.
At the JV level, it's been a while since we've had an extra inning, so to speak, for the junior varsity, so I'll make sure that I'm up to speed.
So we will toss it at midcourt.
Got Avery Slattery out there for the Aces.
And Grice for the Panthers. And Avery gets the tip again. Monroe gives it to Kennedy Phillips. Back to Avery. Nice pass.
Nice.
Oh! Gee-money.
Oh. That got sounded worse than it actually was, but.
Yep.
Oh, right into the hands of Avery Slattery.
Yep, we'll get a personal foul. Number 24. Oh, that might be all for her.
That's 5. So that's Mallory Blevins.
Yep.
Who fouls out 2:31 in the OT. That's only team foul number 6. Okay.
Yep.
I was wondering why they weren't going to the free throw line. And
one thing is true, they're only getting one shot. And they throw it away.
Goes right past her and out of bounds. Yep.
So Monroe to inbound it. Gives it to Slattery. And the shot is short, and she got fouled. It will be Marcy Eicher at the line for a pair.
Second foul on Emily Ann Cox for Stryker. And that's number 7, so the Ace is in the bonus now. Ooh, she gets one more.
Need to make it. Breyer with the rebound and gives the ball to Falk. Falk
Under 2
across the
minutes.
line. Smith hawking her. Breyer with the ball, back to Falk. Falk gives it up to Cox. Out front to Breyer. Breyer's shot is in and out. Looks like we have a lid on the basket.
Stolen away.
Grice knocked it loose and picked it up. Falk with the ball. Cox with it on the outside. Gives it to Grice. Grice down the lane, loses control, and it's picked up by Smith.
Minute to go. And we're gonna have another.
Oh, we got a
that'll be a reach in.
Yeah.
Thought you might pull the jump ball out of there, but
Got to call the foul so you can get somebody to shoot the ball.
yep.
22 Smith with the foul. It's her fourth.
And that's going to put Cox at the line. A chance to maybe salt this one away for the Panthers.
Smith must have a sprained ankle, walking on her toe. Shot up,
Misses
no
the front
good.
end.
Rebound, Slattery. Down baseline, we have a timeout called by Coach Miser.
I think that might be a good idea too, because it looks to me, Jim, like the last couple of possessions, it's like they're trying one pass too many. You know,
Yeah,
and
they're trying to get somebody that's open.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just seems that they've got things set, and then they've had a couple times where instead of pulling the trigger or charging at the hoop and going up and seeing what happens, they pass the ball and they've had the pass taken away from them.
Girls have the tendency to not shoot when it comes pressure time because they don't want to blame.
Now they'll talk things over. Camera guy is asking, what happens if nobody scores in the next few seconds? Well, we play a second overtime, and then we do a third, and then we do a fourth.
And I've seen it as high as 7.
Yeah.
I think even the state tournament record is 7.
So I don't know if back in my broadcasting days, I know we had a JV game that went 6 overtimes because I had people calling me at the radio station saying, hey, shouldn't the basketball game be? I was like, oh, they're still playing the JV game.
Yeah.
Like, what? So, yeah, they're in their 5th overtime.
We're at 45 seconds remaining. Slattery inbounds the ball. Oh, nice pass.
Nice. Oh.
Get in the hole. They put some cellophane over the hoop.
So a couple of real prime opportunities for the Lady Aces, and it's just in and out both times. Under 40.
Miss Falk with the ball. Let her get a shot. Grice down low, and she's fouled.
Well, nothing else, sooner or later, you'd think somebody's going to hit a free throw.
Yes. She's got 2 of them coming.
Fouled in the act of shooting, and that was Avery Slattery that
committed her.
Yeah, it's her second. There we go. She puts it down. Gives Stryker a 1-point lead with 30.6 seconds. Misses that one. They get the rebound. And we're going to have another jump ball.
And it's going Hicksville's way.
27.4 seconds. Aces will have it at the baseline. They got to go the length of the floor. And the coach is telling a couple of his players to get down the floor in case they hurl it down that way. And
No,
he's going to call a timeout.
Yep. With 21 remaining, we have another Hicksville timeout.
Well, the JV coach, he was yelling at the girls for a couple of them to get down the floor, and they weren't paying any attention to him.
Yeah, they were more intent on getting the ball inbounds.
And then trying to get by the Lady Panthers' pressure that they've ratcheted up here. So full 1 minute timeout. And of course, so this is a big night. We've got the annual tradition, the exhibition match between the Good Sam squad and the Williams County Sharks. The Tigers and the Sharks, Special Olympians, will be playing an exhibition match. Got a couple of players on the Tigers squad from Hicksville. So that's always a fun way to fill up the time between the games. And we'll keep the cameras rolling and call a little play-by-play for the Special Olympians. And of course, we'll stick around for the varsity matchup as well.
And we have the powerful Stevie Kemple from Edgerton on the Williams County team. He can shoot.
Yeah. Johnny Davis is pretty good, too.
That's what I've heard. He was telling me he's pretty good, so we may have a match.
Harold Johnson from Hicksville. All right, Slattery.
Gives it to Monroe. Monroe looking to Phillips. Had the big shot. Can't say he didn't have a shot at it. Oh, we got a
foul. So that'll be Izzy Smith.
That's it. Izzy Smith.
She'll sit down with 5 fouls.
She played a really nice ball game.
Finishes up with 5 points.
She had 2. There's number 13 for Falk.
And that's going to make it tough on the Aces, and this one could put it away here.
And she missed it.
Yep.
You got to get down the floor.
Slattery. And she's going to be, they're going to call timeout.
Yep.
Okay. The ball went flying. I heard the whistle, and I thought that she might have actually drawn the foul from the Stryker player hitting her from behind. .1 seconds.
Not much to go on.
Nope. That's going to be basically get the ball in and shoot.
Yep.
Aces down by 2. More people filing in.
Yeah,
it's a house points night for the school, so
house points.
Students they sign in and they get points for their respective houses.
Wow.
See which
gets money for the athletic department too.
Yep. I got a thing sent to me today. I meant to print it out and bring it. I'll have it for our next contest with the various themes that they're going to do for the basketball games for the remainder of the season, so we can know what to expect.
Okay.
Whether we need to, come to some of these games wearing like our loud Hawaiian shirts or.
So we can.
I guess if we want to, yeah.
Well, I don't have a Hawaiian
Chris
shirt.
Has been looking forward to PJ
Come
night.
on. Rats. They had the right idea because she was open under the basket.
Yep.
that's the end of the ball game. 22-20. The Panthers are the winners over the Lady Aces JV team. Scoring-wise, for Stryker, they had Grice with 5 points. They had Kelsey Myers with 2. They had Falk, she had 13. Breyer had 4. And that's all. That gives you enough to make 22. For Hicksville, Avery Slattery had 3. Serenity Keysbury had 2. Kennedy Phillips had 6. Veronica Vasquez had 5. Izzy Smith had 2. And Kennedy Valena had 2. So the score ends up Stryker 22 and Hicksville 20. As Jim Seiler, we've brought you the JV game tonight. With Hicksville losing to Stryker 22-20. We'll be back with a exhibition game shortly.
Yes, indeed.